Today I want to talk to you about the Brother A150, part of the Innov-is range. It's a lovely, bright, modern machine and it has some fantastic features. So it comes with lots and lots of things as you would expect, but let's just have a look at this really nice screen that can be easily adjusted. I mean, obviously one has to get used to it. It's like with anything new. Horizontal spool holder, nice easy bobbin winding, which we'll do in a moment. Speed control, it has the gorgeous scissors facility, needle down, stay stitching, reverse button and start stop button. Nice easy set-in bobbin and this great display here, and this is within all of the other top models on the Innov-is range, and I'll talk about what it all does through the process of this video. As with a lot of Brother machines, we get a fantastic manual, and you know, nobody is expected to know exactly everything about their machine, and that's why it's always good to buy a machine that's actually going to grow with you. So as your confidence grows, you'll learn new things and want to learn new things, and that's when your book will become your Bible. And it has some really good diagrams to help you progress. It also has a really great, if you're like me and you just want to get stuck in and not read too much straight away, it's got a really easy, quick guide. So just follow these steps and you'll be sewing in no time. So that's also a good feature as well. Comes with a 3-year warranty. And comes with all these feet. So it's got the standard zigzag foot on the machine, and then we've got the Monogram Foot. So this is great for doing all the fancy stitches, and you'll see that it's got a multitude and beautiful stitches, and I will practice some of those in a moment. It's got an over edge foot, so this will create, it's not an overlocker obviously, but it will create a really nice over edge seam when you're wanting to finish off seams, so that's a very handy, good foot. It's got your standard zipper foot, not a concealed zipper foot, so that would be an optional extra, and it's got a blind hem foot, so that's for doing your trousers and doing that without your stitches showing, which is always rather nice. It's got a button sewing foot, which is lovely, so drop your feed dogs, use that. Sews your buttons on, and obviously your automatic buttonhole foot as well. So really lots of lovely features. So first thing we're going to do is wind the bobbin. So I'm going to take the bobbin out of here actually, so just to show you how easy it is. So no fiddling around underneath, a nice drop-in bobbin, it just pops open like that. We'll take the bobbin out and then pop it onto the bobbin winder. We use really nice thread. When you've got a decent machine, you want to use decent thread. We love Gutterman thread. And we're just going to follow, as I say, it's full of diagrams. So this is how we're going to set up our machine for bobbin winding. So I'm going to take the thread around the back of the bobbin and wind it round clockwise, letting the thread run through my fingers. And then I've got a little blade cutter under there, and then I'm going to push the bobbin over, and this is a great opportunity to take my foot pedal out there, and I'm just going to press start stop, and as you see the bobbin's nicely winding. It's going quite slowly, so I could use my speed control and go nice and fast. So I'm going to take it right back and just stop there, but basically that's how easy it is to wind the bobbin. So I'm going to just slide it back and then use one of these little cutters there to cut the thread. So now we're going to put the bobbin in, and there is a right and a wrong way of putting the bobbin in. Again, on this machine we've got some good descriptions here, but we like to say you've got to pop it in as a P for perfect, so as a looks like a letter P as opposed to a Q for not quite right. We're going to have a P for perfect, so we drop it in. And now we're just going to follow these grooves again. Got really nice diagrams on here, and we just follow the groove around, and there's a tiny little blade there. Cut. That's it. Put the bobbin cover on, click, the bobbin's all good to go. So now we're just going to thread the machine. So I'm just going to take it out of the bobbin winder bit, that's just for the bobbin, and we're just going to follow the numbers. Now one thing crucial with threading any machine is to make sure that our presser foot is in the up position. So that's it down, that's it up. This means that the tension discs are open to receive this thread. So we're coming down, number 3, up and around, number 4, and then we get to number 5, number 6, top of the needle bar, and then we're ready to thread the needle with this wonderful needle threader. So now we're getting to the needle threader. So again, there's lovely descriptions on here. We need to make sure that we're following the right grooves. So into number 7, and then I'm just going to use the thread cutter there at the side. This is now when I can put my presser foot down. So I'm going to put my presser foot down, and there's a lovely little slider at the side of the machine, and literally that is it. Okay, so now we're going to just do some simple stitching. What's lovely about this machine is you've got some instant go-to buttons. So if you look here, we've got the numbers 1 to 0, and these are our standard stitches that we're going to use most of the time. So if I want a zigzag, for instance, I can just push number 6, as long as we're on this setting. But there are obviously lots of other stitches. So if we look up here, this is a card which is really nice nice and visual. But not only is there these amount of stitches, we've got 3 fonts of alphabet. So I'm going to show you some of the alphabet again in a minute as well. So let's just go back to here, and let's just do a straight stitch, because you know we just want to test and make sure that the machine is working properly as we've just threaded it. So go to number 1, it's a straight stitch, and the stitch length is 2.5 millimeters. There we are. So pop the presser foot down. I've got my speed control. I'm going to use my foot pedal. So here we are. That's how slow it is. So I've got my foot flat down. Sounds lovely too. So I'm using the speed control to determine how fast I want to go. So that's quite a nice sort of speed. So I've come to the end, I'm going to stop. What's lovely also about this model is it stops with needle down. We don't have to tell it to stop, which makes pivoting really easy. So lift the presser foot and we'll just check those stitches. So they look really lovely and neat, which means that it's threaded properly and the bobbin was in correctly. So I'm just going to change, and we'll perhaps do a bit of zigzagging. So before I change, I want to just raise that needle. So I can use this button, lifts the needle, and then we'll just do a standard zigzag, perhaps number 5. So I've got my presser foot down, and here we are. Nice bit of zigzagging. I can go a little bit faster if I want to. And then stop. Again, it's stopped with the needle down. So nice and easy. So those are your main buttons there. Now, it has a lot of files and it has a lot of stitches. So really what we do is think about these as our filing cabinet. And if you look, you'll see the diagrams. So this one here is also that one there, which is all the stitches that we're going to use regularly. They're our go-to buttons that we can push very easily when we're in that section. And we know we're in that section because it's showing us here. So let's just say I want to go to something else. I want to try something else. So if you look here, you'll see there's a little symbols there. We look down in the filing cabinet down here on the left-hand side, and I go to there. Now all of a sudden, our number 5 is still a zigzag, but I could choose a number 40, for instance, okay? So let's just choose a number 40. There's number 40. I kind of like the pattern. If I can now just do 4, 0, it's my nails, 4, 0, and it comes up with that pattern. So that's how simple it is to change. So let's just see what that design looks like. stitches out really nicely. Finishes with needle down, and there we are. Nice pretty pattern. The beautiful thing about this model and any above it is our scissors feature. So as soon as we've finished whatever we want to do, the needle's down, the presser foot's still down, we push scissors and voila, it cuts it right there, which is lovely. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to show you how we then access the rest of these stitches, but I think we'll just change a foot because that's kind of a nice thing to do as well. Show you how easy that is to do. So we've got our foot here, and I'm just going to push the little knob at the back and the foot falls off. Ouch. So now we're going to just put this end foot on. So I'm going to line it up and then just use the presser foot lever, just to catch it. So that's it. I'll show you one more time. I'll let it go, line it up, use the presser foot lever, and then it just clicks in. So we'll do number 18. So literally, I'm on the number 1. I'm now going to put in number 1. As my nails don't. 1, 8. 18, and we've got a whole screen showing us what we're going to do, which is our bicycles. Now the other thing it's telling us is that we should use foot N, and we already have done that. So the machine is very, very good for that. So let's pop that in there. I'll tell you what, let's take the foot pedal out again. And now I can just press start, stop. And it's going to stitch us out a row of bicycles. Now this little button here, because we don't want to finish midway with a bicycle, if I'm coming to kind of the end and I don't want to do another bicycle, but I don't want to stop right in the middle, if I push this, the little light's on and it knows that it's going to stop. So it's going to carry on stitching until it's finished a whole bicycle. And it has. Look, no hands, no feet. And we'll push the scissors, lift the presser foot. How cute is that? So let's show you how to do the alphabet then. So I'll pop that back in. So we'll turn this card around. There's some great fonts. I think that's what I really love about the Brother. They're really brilliant fonts, and this one particularly looks amazing. Okay, so now we're going to go to the fonts. So I push A, B. If I push it again, so that's what these ones are. If I push it again, it's going to have the italics, but these are my favourite. I love the bubble. I used to love bubble writing as a kid, so that's probably why I really like this. So we've got A, B in bubble writing. So how about I just write sewing, you know, because we all like to sew. So here we are, number 19, I put 1, 9, 19, there we are, the S is showing there. So we've got sewing. So let's just pop our presser foot down, take our foot pedal out, and let's see it stitch out. I mean, bearing in mind it's only a 7mm foot, it creates quite a big font for such a small machine. And this is showing us all the time where we're getting to. So we're just doing the G, it's stopping automatically. It's obviously going to stop right at the end. Push the scissors. Sewing. So I hope you've liked our little video on the Innov-is A150 from Brother. It's a really fabulous machine. You can order one from our website, socreative.org.uk, and we obviously give you lots of support as well from whatever machine you buy from us. But if you want to know more about this or other models, please contact us. Thank you.